Everyone's talking about the Sixers right now. The talent, the momentum, the energy in the city. And honestly, Philly real estate is having its own comeback story. The Philadelphia housing market is cooling, but here's the part I think is really interesting. Philadelphia is now outperforming the suburbs. According to the latest data from Bright MLS, home prices in Philadelphia were up 3% year over year in Q4 of 2025. Compare that to just 1.6% growth in the suburbs. And this is a pretty big reversal from what we saw during COVID. Back in 2021, suburban home prices were exploding, up about 20% annually at their peak. Philadelphia was growing too, but at about 11.9%. Fast forward to today, and the city is growing nearly twice as fast as the suburbs. So what's happening? Buyers are dealing with higher mortgage rates, affordability challenges, and the reality that a lot of suburban homes come with a much bigger price tag, and often higher taxes and carrying costs. Meanwhile, Philly's row homes, condos, and smaller footprint properties can offer something buyers are increasingly looking for: more attainable prices, walkability, culture, and everything else the city has to offer. And the sales numbers tell a similar story. In that same quarter, more than 3,800 homes sold in Philadelphia, which is actually above the city's historic average of about 3,400 sales per quarter. Meanwhile, the suburbs saw fewer than 12,500 sales, compared to a historic average of more than 13,000. So while the entire region is cooling, Philly is showing some real resilience. And here's another wild stat: 784 homes sold for $1 million or more in the region in Q4. That's the strongest fourth quarter for luxury sales we've ever seen here, and nearly 3 times the quarterly average we saw before COVID. Now, does this mean Philly real estate is suddenly spiking and shooting into the stratosphere? No. The overall market is absolutely in a cooling and normalization phase. But I actually think that's a good thing. We're moving away from the crazy volatility of the pandemic market and towards something that's a little more stable, predictable, and sustainable. And even Zillow's current forecast has Philadelphia home prices increasing 1.7% over the next year, which would put Philly ahead of most of the country's largest metro areas. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the market to make sense again, this is the story I'd pay attention to. Philly isn't booming. Philly isn't crashing. Philly, as always, is magnificently stable, and compared to many suburbs, it's actually holding up pretty damn well. If you're thinking about buying in Philadelphia, send us a DM or comment city below, and let's talk about what the numbers actually mean for you. I'm Dan Ritter, partner and buyer specialist with the Best Philly Homes Group at KW Empower, and remember, with Best Philly Homes, you can expect the best. Make it a great day.